All right. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. I got distracted by laundry. Story of our lives. I'm just going to give it a couple minutes to see if any of my cohorts are going to join us. We're going to be talking about just kind of random stuff, ghost stories, experiences, the random huge that we typically do. But I think they forgot. That's okay. I can entertain us for at least 10 minutes. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But hopefully some people will get on and we'll get started. Yeah. And I'm hoping as well, if anybody watching would like to share any of their ghost stories, you are more than welcome to comment and I can read them aloud. And we can just go from there. Hello.
Hi. Can you hear me?
I hear you. I was just talking to the ether saying that I wasn't sure where everybody was, so.
Today, Conrad's outside.
Conrad's at what?
Outside.
That is not what I heard, but that is much better than what I thought I heard.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Good. I'm going to send Mama Dear a text and see where she's at. Am I hearing turkeys or something?
Though this may have to turn into inside because I think that is my turkey.
Oh. I actually knew what it was. I'm proud of myself.
That's our lone turkey until our 3 other ones get bigger.
Are we going to cook them again?
If we have too many times. But they won't be as big.
Oh, okay. If you guys don't remember, we showed pictures of the turkeys that Conrad and Jordan grew, and they were very delicious, but very huge.
Very big. Very large. Had to be cut in half.
But man, were they tasty. Yeah, so I thought we would just get back to the basics and talk about, some paranormal encounters we've had over the years and, whatever.
Definitely. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to get situated for inside session because I was losing Wi-Fi signal outside.
Oh. Yep, that would do it.
And it's probably going to rain while I'm on the podcast anyways.
Yeah, I heard there was some rain in southern Michigan today. It's been very nice up here.
Is the sun shining?
The sun is finally shining and it is not 40 degrees. It's like 70 and it's wonderful. And I hope it stays that way. Because I'm very
It looks like our warm-up is coming up and it might stick.
Yay.
Finally, yay.
That's about damn time.
No kidding.
I said it's 70 degrees and I'm wearing a hoodie because I'm psycho.
Same.
I can't help it. I think one of our favorite ghost stories we like to relive on occasion. Remember when you moved in with us and we were watching Glee?
Yep.
That was a fun night. We're in my bedroom.
That was probably my most eventful paranormal experience.
Well, here, you know what? They always hear it from my side, so I'll let you recount what you remember.
Well, hang on, because start the story and I'll jump in because I'm trying to switch over here.
So we were in my bedroom watching Glee on a big old box TV because, back in the day we didn't have flat screens. This TV was great, by the way. It had both a VCR and DVD player. It was amazing.
Yes, it was a dinosaur, even though it looked great.
Yeah. I loved that TV. It had a great picture. It was heavy as fuck. So here we are watching Glee. Everything seems normal. And then all of a sudden, we just hear Mom start yelling in the kitchen. And we're like, what? What's happening? And so we both run out there, and pandemonium just seemed to break out. And all we saw was just cupboards opening, and Mom was freaking out, and she was yelling at the air. And I'm like, gonna be one of those nights. Because in our old family farmhouse, it was built in 1860. And one of the most common things we had happen was the cupboard doors would open and close. And that particular night, they must have been feeling extra spunky because they were opening and closing all night long. Uh-oh. I thought I lost him. Did I? Oh, okay, there you are. I'm like, no, don't leave me.
Don't leave me, not in the heat of the story.
Right? Okay, so yes, so you recount your like what you remember from that night.
Okay, one of the big things about that night is that Dad was not home.
Mm-hmm.
And for anybody that doesn't know Dad,
we call him the neutralizer.
He's the grounder, the neutralizer.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's any major activity going on and you want it to stop, just bring him in the room and it'll stop. So the fact that he wasn't home set the whole scene, I feel like.
Oh, for sure. Because we could be experiencing some crazy activity in the house, and Dad would walk in and it would just nothing. Yep. Like nothing had ever happened. And we're like, okay.
And then I was commentating for Glee because that's one of my favorite things that I did back then was I commentaried it on Facebook while it was playing. And we're just sitting there enjoying our weekly show and hear Mom yelling. We thought she was yelling at us. Oh. Speak of the devil.
We're talking about some old ghostly encounters. So we're talking about the night that him and I were watching Glee in my bedroom and the cupboard doors started going crazy.
Oh, I'm like, what did I yell about now? What'd I forget?
So Mom's yelling and we're like, what is she? Is she yelling at us? What is going on? Is she yelling at the dog? What happened? And so we go out there and what is going on? She's like, the damn doorknob won't stop shaking. And we're like, what do you mean? And Chelsea went to go check, and that's when we discovered the cupboard doors were open. And Chelsea's like, God damn it.
I was very annoyed. We were missing our show.
I know.
Sorry.
So Mom takes Bristol outside because she was just a puppy at the time. She was all shaken up and she took her outside to go potty. And Mom, all she's seen was something darting back and forth. And sure enough, we went back out there. All the cupboard doors, the pantry door, the laundry room door, the back door was mid-swing when we walked out there. That was an eventful night.
Oh yeah, because we still had that old put together laundry room.
The woodshed off the woodshed.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh man, that thing was yep.
I'll never forget going out there and the door was just mid opening and it was the last one and we caught the last one opening. That was insane. And then we started blessing the house and smudging and removing, sealing. Doors were getting pushed in our face. I had to guide Chelsea outside because she was being blinded, basically, because they were like coming at her so fast. It was like giant lights just going blurry. I
You're being
remember
dicks.
that. They were
No,
not
they-
happy.
They were testing you guys.
No, I
Oh.
think they were just being dicks that night.
They found out, didn't they?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
did. Now they love
They're
us.
They're like, hey, the kids are watching Glee. Let's fuck with them.
Well, that could be too.
I'll never forget. Mom just like, God damn it, knock it off. And we're like, what are you yelling at?
Yeah, because we're like, is she yelling at us? Did we do something wrong?
Should have said yes. It's all your fault.
You would have had us believing it because we thought we were in trouble. We were like, what
They're
are you
like,
doing?
they're
Sure.
probably just feeding off of your two's hormones back then.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, I was
Especially
barely
Chelsea.
What?
Something was always feeding off her hormones.
Oh, Jesus, yes.
I was a teenager. What do you want from me? That was a long time ago.
Well, I'd say normalness, but that'll never happen.
Who wants to be normal? That's overrated.
Nobody.
It's too much responsibility and ugh.
So did you tell Conrad I was crying while you guys were down?
No, I thought I would let you share.
Well, we didn't lose our lady friend because we went into the house and she likes the bedroom closet, which I didn't put two and two together till Chelsea reminded me that's where the kitchen was. And all the cupboards in this kitchen wide open. I was in
It's like-
tears.
Testing them out.
It's like
I was in flipping tears.
it's like they were like, we're back.
Well, it is built on the old basement, so.
Well, yeah, it's still on the property. It counts.
Then we took the dogs in, and Higgins figured out the Circle 8 real quick, smiling ear to ear and won't quit. I mean, he did it until he was frothing like Cujo. Princess, on the other hand, was a bitch. But-
she's old and stuck in her ways. She's earned it.
Yeah, she walked right in and peed.
She's like, oh, new place.
Mhm.
Mine.
I'm gonna christen this. It is mine now.
It was just a teeny bit, but she's not doing good.
Poor lady.
Starting to fill up with fluid.
Poor princess. For those that don't know, Princess is Mom's oldest pay, and she was rescued a couple years back and had quite the messy past. And she's just a stubborn old lady now and doesn't want to give up her newfound life. And I can't really say I blame her.
No, she can hang on as long as she wants. We'll let her
Yeah,
until she's in pain, but
I was going to say within reason.
yeah, no, I won't let that happen. You know that.
Right? For now, she's just a good old spoiled crotchety girl.
Oh boy, is she spoiled.
I
She bosses dad around like no other.
know. That doesn't
Well, like
surprise me.
you.
Like me?
Yeah.
Right.
Can't boss dad around.
Okay.
No, not me. Hee. So let's go back, like way back to like 25 years ago.
Oh God.
Mom, when was your very first paranormal experience? That's why I said 25 years ago.
Well, it would be further than that.
I was trying to say you're only
Well, we were trying to help you out here, but
Yeah.
I couldn't give you a definite year at this point in my life, but my first experience honestly would have been at Nina's house and I was playing with the kids, and we looked out on the front porch, and I watched an older lady walk up the porch stairs and disappear. And I asked Nina, I described her to a T. That's how vivid. I thought she was real. And she just got real quiet, and she said, that sounds like my grandma. So maybe it was. And then I can remember seeing my brother the day after he was killed. I was waking up in bed, and he was standing there in his long underwear, because he always wore long underwear like Grandpa did. And he literally reached out his hand, and I know he was telling me it's okay, and he was gone. Talk about being shook up. That was a morning to be shook up.
Well, I mean, not to mention the day before, you were already probably just raw.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dawn Brown, she actually has contact with little Jake. But she loved him. I mean, that was her crush.
Aw.
And she tells me every once in a while the dreams she still has.
Aw.
And I'm like, they're not dreams, honey. He's checking on you. So I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So anyway, Conrad.
Okay, so I know for a fact that later in life, I realized what I thought were just like was my imagination was actual paranormal experiences. Like I'm able to go back and differentiate imagination from reality and what I was actually seeing. But I don't know what age I closed it all off at, but the earliest one I remember is playing in the backyard. And I remember seeing wagon wheels going up our second driveway.
Okay.
That was like the earliest one I remember. As far as like a teenager, when I started actually like opening myself up to the paranormal and believing in it, and it was not so pretty.
No.
It was a Ouija board experience, and is one of the reasons why I don't play with Ouija boards. But I was also young, inexperienced, and young and
I was
dumb.
going to say, you would know what to do now. And if you don't, I will teach you.
I definitely know what to do now.
Okay. I love Ouija boards.
I was going to say, meanwhile, my house is covered in them, so.
Hers really is.
My next buy I want to do is one of them Ouija rugs. But I'm not going to get a Roomba because that might be a bit much.
Well, I think that'd be cool.
Fucking Roomba just, summoning all the malevolent things it possibly can.
Oh my gosh, yeah, just your carpet is the Ouija board, and then it's the cursor. There you go.
Right? All of a sudden, I'm like, is the Roomba spelling something? I swear, if that was actually going to happen, it would probably spell empty me.
Probably.
I'm dying.
Too much.
All the hair.
I'm joking.
It starts hacking up a hairball.
Speaking of hairball.
Oh, that's the troublemaker.
Thank you, my baby.
No way.
Baby. My very snorty baby. Look at my snorty baby. What do you want? Oh, okay. Anywho.
So Eric maybe is out of surgery. He's in recovery.
Good.
my friend Dawn, you know Dawn. Her husband had to go under major heart surgery, 5 hours long. They didn't have to replace the valves. He only needed repaired, and they're hoping to get him off the vent tonight. So
Good stuff.
it's been a long day.
Crazy.
I knew he'd pull through, though. He's a tough
Yes.
cookie.
Oh God, yes. Dawn would haunt him.
This is true.
Me too. He can't leave us.
Nope, not allowed.
But Dad was happy to hear he's out of surgery too.
Good.
So how about Mansfield, kids?
We talked about Mansfield.
Of course you did.
No,
Are
I
you
thought we
ready to
talked.
go back
We
next
talked
year?
about it last week.
Yeah, we talked about it last week.
We did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that before we went?
No.
No.
We've been back that long?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I forgot.
Yes. CRS is kicking in there.
Oh, big time. Big time. Are you ready to go back?
Always. I am
Always.
hoping. I have not heard back from anyone yet. But I'm really trying to get engagement photos set up so that we can have them done throughout the building and maybe on the property. Because I think that would be really sweet. But I haven't heard anything back yet. So to be determined. Yes.
Well, we can always just go and I'll take the pictures.
We'll figure it out. I mean, we may end up doing something else, or maybe going somewhere that's more sentimental. So it would just be really cool.
It would be cool.
We shall see.
They used to do weddings there, but they stopped doing that years ago.
You know, I don't think I'd want to have the wedding there.
Maybe
I
out front on the lawn.
Yeah, I can imagine it would be super cool, but
It'd be so dirty.
yeah, that's the only bad thing, especially if you have guests that have major allergies, because, like, you have to remember, it is an old prison, and it is not refurbished or renovated.
Well, parts are, but not the prison part.
Right. Correct.
Can you hear the ding, ding, ding? Oh, good.
I mean,
I heard a
can't.
little bit of it.
Okay, we're
Nice.
leveling off the front of the house because they're going to start on the porch tomorrow.
Nice. That's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
It is just so refreshing to see a house on the property.
No, I don't know what's worse, not having one or having to sit here and look at one I can't live in yet.
Instead of thinking
The
of it
latter,
that
I'm
way,
sure.
just think of it as you're a day closer.
True.
Mm-hmm. That's what you get to live in
I just want to start painting.
soon enough.
I got more paint colors today.
Oh boy. Speaking of haunting, we're going to be haunted by damn paint. I'm going to paint hidden messages underneath everything.
That's fine.
We're gonna draw sigils everywhere and then paint over it in a different color.
Okay.
My favorite is, like, if I can paint the floor, like paint on the floor before we do the flooring, do the, like, scrape marks toward the vent and it says "help me."
With red paint.
Oh my Lord. Your dad will shoot us all.
Well, and I told Dad, I said, with the space that's between where the old foundation was and then where they extended it, there's just that open space. I want to put skeletons in there and, like, half bury them.
Oh, I think that would be cool.
Right?
We got any broken ones? We could throw them in there. I
I
used to
love
have extra body parts, but I don't have them now. I had totes of them.
that sounded very
Of course you did.
Well, we used to decorate the whole yard for Halloween long time ago.
it's true.
Remember the
You know,
mailman, the poor mail lady, she'd pull up the driveway and she'd just be screaming, especially when one of the bodies would fall from the tree and swing at her. You guys gotta stop this.
does anybody else remember, especially I feel like it was more in the 90s, people would make they would make it look like zombies were in their yard, but it wasn't just like your typical zombie dummy. They looked really real and scary because they would like stuff their old clothes. Does anybody else remember that? Because I don't think I.
Chelsea, it's because you were little and everything looked real.
Yeah, but I haven't seen anything like that since then.
Nobody
seen-
decorates like that anymore.
No,
I've seen
people
the
don't
Spirit
decorate
Halloween
like that no
crop,
more.
but
It sucks.
You know why we stopped? Because the Michigan winters suck. You get decorated for Halloween, then you're out there freezing your ass trying to tear it all down. Scratch that shit.
Same with Christmas.
Yeah, I'm okay. I can handle the Halloween takedown because usually I'll actually take it down right on Halloween day.
Well, that's a good idea.
Well, because I usually put mine up September 15th.
Yeah, I know.
Extra time.
I'm surprised to take it down.
I know, me too. I do leave a few skellies up here and there.
Well, you need to leave Mr. and Mrs. Skelly on your deck and put Santa hats on them for Christmas and a beard
I do that every year.
and glasses.
I don't do glasses, but they get Santa hats every year, except it's the skeleton with the Skeledog. The Skeledog gets antlers.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. And the other two get the Santa hats.
Are you going to have them set up for your engagement party so people can take pictures?
I never take them down.
Oh,
I have
okay.
2 permanent skellies and my permanent Skeledog, so they will be present at the party.
So everybody will
That's
get a boner.
That's how I give everyone directions to my house. If you pass the house with the skeletons on the front porch, you've gone too far. And everybody knows where I live, so it's perfect. It works out.
Awesome.
Now, if only I could finally afford a 300-foot skeleton. Can I add a 12-foot skeleton to my wedding registry?
I don't think they make a 300-foot skeleton. Yes, we can put one on there.
Sorry, I meant 12-foot skeleton. Apparently, I only got about 2 hours of sleep last night, so I'm just a wee bit special.
Why did you only get 2 hours of sleep?
I just had one of those nights where I was tired, and no matter how hard I tried, I just couldn't fall asleep.
Sex
Sorry.
therapy. Mm-hmm.
What? No. No, are you kidding me? He was sleeping all night. I just stared at him like, you suck. No, I ended up getting up at like 1 o'clock to go lay on the couch in the living room because I didn't want to keep tossing and turning and keep him awake. So I was like, I think I watched the Adam Sandler movie, That's My Boy, 3 times. I was watching Reba. I finally started dozing about 6 o'clock, and that's when he got up for work. And I was like, yeah,
You're not right.
It's been a very long day, and I'm really hoping I sleep tonight, but we'll see.
So you ready to go to Tennessee when we go to Kentucky?
No. Absolutely not.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
going to be a long ass time in a vehicle, and then I'm sure I will be taking care of the puppy, and I'm going to come back totally exhausted, and then I have to go right back to work. So no, I'm not excited.
But it'll be fun. Yeah.
No, it will not be fun. It will be horrible.
Cousin Steve in Tennessee just had his dog's a whore, and she got pregnant again before he could get her fixed. The first litter was 2 puppies. This litter was 9. And they look like piglets. So I'm probably getting a puppy.
Puppy.
Why do you want a puppy?
Lord, no.
I'm tapped out at 5.
Four.
Tap
You
is
don't
out.
need any more. Huh?
4 is enough for me.
Oh
If
God,
my
yes.
2 is 1 for most people. So
Speaking
It'll
of
be an
puppies,
adventure. Yes. Speaking of puppies, who's barking at you?
Utah and Lily.
The
Nikki,
troublemakers.
Lily, come here. Lily, come here. Come here, baby. Good girl. Yeah, you're my good girl. She likes to.
she just makes me think of the husky version of Brita. That's like what she makes me think of every time I look at her.
She
She's
likes
a
to
good
come
girl.
up. She likes to come up here with me to get away from the boys.
You can't
She's
blame
smart.
her.
No, I don't, for sure. You're just a good girl. Yes, you is.
So, Conrad, are you going to Rhodes Hotel with us?
I plan on it. I don't
Okay.
September, right?
It's what?
October.
October.
Mhm.
All the dates blend together, you know.
I know. It's right before Halloween, isn't it?
I was just looking at the dates because I was looking at everything in my calendar, and I realized that the summer is going to fly by.
Yeah, it is. It's already flying by. Are you kidding me? I'm grabbing the seat of my ass.
Yeah,
holding on.
and it's like no good weather yet. I mean, today was nice, but now the rain's coming.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm so over it.
I just got the
Sucks.
notification it's going to rain, and I'm not excited.
We've had so much rain.
Hey,
I don't have it in my phone, but I believe it's the last weekend in October.
Yeah, I think so.
So I think we're going to be there the 25th through the 27th.
that sounds right.
Yeah.
No, I think it's just overnight, ain't it?
I don't remember. I have dates marked off in my actual
I
planner.
think it's just overnight. Unless we planned on going down a day before to take our time. I don't know.
Nothing. I have no idea. Either way, though,
Well,
it's going to be.
let me see if I got it on my calendar. Keep talking.
Oh goodness, we have to go to Indiana. I've always been worried that I'm gonna walk in Indiana and not walk out someday.
Why?
I don't know. It just gives me those vibes, you know.
Yeah, Indiana is an interesting state, I think, for sure.
It's very
Did you hear me?
cult feeling. What?
What did you say?
We go the 26th and come back the 27th.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Perfect.
And it's like 5 hours from here, so
I need a personal
I'm gonna figure
driver.
out where I'm either hitching a ride at, like if I'm gonna meet you guys somewhere along the route, or
Okay.
because I mean, it should be relatively bringing. Well, maybe I don't know if it would keep you in Michigan, go to Indiana, or if it would take you through Ohio.
I don't know. I have to map the course and find out. But that'll be nice. I ended up with an overnight investigation at Rhodes, and the place is haunted, and everyone just loves it. So it should be interesting. And all we gotta do is bring bedding, and if you want food, bring food. Because there's a full kitchen.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And if you look it up, so you can go to rhodeshotel.com, and Rhodes is spelled like the road you drive on. It is a very stunning building, I think. And they have it.
They've put a lot of work into it.
Yeah, and it seems like they have it decorated to period, and it looks really good.
I'm looking
And
forward to it.
so they host private and public investigations. All the funds go back into restoration. So
And you know us, we're all about fundraising for anything and everything.
mhm. And it's really
Good.
neat because you can actually see some of the work that they've done to it since they have owned the building, and it already looks a ton better. And you can even donate right on the website.
Says it's 2 hours and 44 minutes from my house.
Oh God, that's not bad. I'll have to map it, see if I go by you or how it takes us. We'll figure it out. We'll make Chelsea drive.
Well, if it brings you by me, it's 3 minutes longer than the route it wants to take you.
Oh, really?
Oh,
I
whopping
think
3.
I think we can handle that.
And it literally brings you near me. I can come jump right on by the expressway.
Cool.
Let's go.
Sounds like a plan.
It'll be a good time.
Yeah, because we'll go early enough we can dink around.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
Always.
I'm
I don't
sure
even know what time we can check in. Probably not till not night or something. I don't know.
we'll find out when we get closer, I'm sure.
I have it on the fridge. I just don't want to get up and look.
If y'all want to know Donna's secret on figuring out all the weird, crazy places and all the weird and crazy things to do, you go with enough time to think around. And that's when you find all that stuff.
Absolutely.
And you hang out with all our friends who love all this kind of stuff too. Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh. Oh man. The group of us going somewhere, everybody better hold on.
It'll be worth it. We were going to go originally with Tina and that whole group we were hanging with at Mansfield, but we had the Veterans Fundraiser.
Yep.
And then I acquired this trip from another Paracon, Pottergrass in Houghton Lake.
Happy birthday, Tim.
Yeah, happy birthday, Tim.
Happy birthday.
I hope you get 50 spankings from each of your kids and your wife. Lauren, take a board to his ass.
Valid.
Happy birthday.
Rest in peace, Phil Robertson.
Rest in peace. His Kay, Miss Kay has got Alzheimer's too.
Does she really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't think it'll be long.
They were soulmates.
Yeah.
Man, oh man. All I remember from watching Duck Dynasty is how she always loved to eat squirrel brains.
Oh no.
But honestly, if I imagine if they're cooked right, they probably taste good. I would try it.
Yeah, and she's a good cook. I got her recipe book and it's good.
Conrad's
I had her recipe book.
I'm sure we can find it again.
Probably.
Mm-hmm. Do we? What?
While we're off topic and to
Uh-huh.
get back on topic real quick, what is the most memorable paranormal experience?
I feel like they're all memorable, but I
I was
guess
gonna say
Number one, number one, tops them all.
honestly, probably the first time I ever saw something when I was really little and riding my four-wheeler out back, and I just remember stopping, and I saw these little shoes running around me, like little red Converse, and then I went screaming to my dad because I didn't know what had happened. It was very bizarre.
I think the one that actually made me kick Dad was I woke up after we moved in. Well, couple of them. It's this house again. First, when we moved in, and I was pregnant with you, and I'm looking out the window upstairs, and that little boy's looking at me through the window, and I'm like, oh my God, get down. You're going to fall out of that tree and break your neck. There was no tree. And then a few years later, we were sleeping, and I just woke up out of a dead sleep, and I looked down at the footboard by my feet, because you know how you know someone's there. And there was a black shadow staring at us. And I kicked Jeff right in the ass so hard he hit the dresser. And I'm like, there's somebody in here. And he's like, blah, blah, blah. He's trying to turn lights on, and it was gone.
Is that the one that we believe was Hat Man?
Yep.
He had a hat on.
Yep.
Mom's Hat Man experience.
He was a perv. He wanted to watch us.
Ew.
Watch you sleep like a weirdo. Not
Yeah.
a perv. Weirdo.
So I have a fun story I like to recount. It was one of the times we investigated at the Stimson Hospital, but it wasn't actually paranormal. I went outside. Conrad, I can't remember if you were with me or not. I went outside with somebody, and I had the walkie-talkie in my pocket, and we left the REM pod on in the house.
You assholes. It was Conrad with you.
Hospital. And I went to walkie, and when I hit the button, that's when we discovered the walkie-talkie will set off the REM pod. And so it set off, and we could hear Mom inside, and she's like, did you hear that? So then I was like, oh, let's have some fun. So I kept hitting the button and making the REM pod go off, and Mom's freaking out inside. And
Everybody was.
we come
Yeah, we were like, man, this place is active as hell. No.
We come busting through that door, laughing our asses off, and they're like, "What's so funny?" And I was like, "What?" Think, and they're like, "You asshole!" We learned a valuable lesson, though, that your equipment can indeed set other equipment off. It was so funny.
I think the best part of the Simpson Hotel was that damn little car that wouldn't leave Kim alone.
Hospital.
Hospital.
They
They both start with an A. What?
That was great. The fact that happened, and it was just like constantly interacting.
It was very bizarre because, we kept trying to see if our equipment would make it move or tried to find a hidden battery, and we could not find anything. And it seemed to move every time we asked it a question or asked it to do something. It was very interesting.
And it would go towards Kim.
Oh, poor Kim
Every
was scared
time.
shitless.
She couldn't even go to bed. She crawled on her air mattress, and it decided to wake up, and it started hitting the bed. Hitting the bed. Finally, she picked it up and put it up on the dresser. And then I was like, it might break if it falls off. So I sat it back down, and oh boy, it was a long night.
Well, and then Kim got a little cross because I set it on the mattress at one point, and she's like, "Are you serious?" It was so much fun.
Oh gosh,
I do love that place.
that is a fun place to investigate.
Well, I'm sure they'd let us do an investigation again.
I wouldn't mind going back, but I do want to go to new places.
Yes.
New places.
Yes.
Well, that can be our filter for when we need just the itch to be scratched. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
True story. But there's so many places we can go to that we haven't.
My most memorable place that I really want to go with you guys, because we haven't been there together, is the Green Lantern near Reed City. I want to take you guys out there so bad. It was the most memorable of my paranormal experiences, and I've had some crazy shit happen.
Sounds like a plan.
Remind us what happened.
So with this, you go out on this road near Reed City. It's a back road, seasonal road.
Mm-hmm.
and you take your car down it to like the second hill or something like that, and then you turn it around to face the other hill. And normally you just see glowing, sometimes a lantern in the woods or a green light. My experience was totally different. The first time I seen the green glow in the woods, and then it was done after that. The second time I went with different people, different mindset, and it was the first time I had like telepathically communicated with an entity. It was the first time I'd like felt the energy of one connect with mine, and that it didn't feel like I was going to get harmed in any way.
Mhm.
And I got out of the car after that happened because I was told it was going to be okay if I got out of the car, and everybody in the car flipped a lid because they heard the knocking that I was describing happening as it was happening. I was like, he's tapping on my car right now, letting me know it's okay. Basically giving us the okay, you're about to get a show. We like the glowing got brighter along the horizon, a lot brighter green, and then all of a sudden it dimmed way down to nothing, and a giant red orb shot across the road that hit the hill you turn and face. Big giant red orb, I mean huge. And then two green ones went back across. And everybody in the car saw it. It was the most validating experience I've ever had. And they all just tripped balls. And I was like, oh my God. I was so excited. They're freaking out. I'm just like, oh my God, did you see that?
That's cool.
That would be cool. We did that the old hardware store up there where that girl was murdered. That was a good night too.
It was a very, I would say more of an emotional night.
Yeah.
Just because it was a sad event that took place. What was the name of that hardware store? I feel like it started with a G or something.
Gambles?
Was that it?
I think so.
Oh. Yeah.
It's a consignment store now.
Yeah.
Or was. I haven't been up there since, so.
I would love to find more places like that in northern Michigan.
Oh God, I have a list. Just let me know when.
Like all that we alone know the hidden secrets and stuff that like to be, just shoved under the rug or pushed back into family histories and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy how secretive they were, really even more so back then in the stuff they got away with.
Oh yeah.
A
great place to go investigate is Claire.
Oh, definitely. The Doherty Hotel. Awesome place.
Oh, that's cool.
I still have contacts with that.
Well, good. Get with them and we'll go visit.
Please and thank you. That one's not that far away, so that's pretty doable.
Oh, we got the free tour when we were there.
That was a lot of fun. Just sitting at the bar, chit-chatting with the bartender.
We were the only ones in the whole place.
Happened to bring up the fact that we like paranormal stuff, and the girl was like, "Oh, come on down to the basement, I'll show you around." And I was like, "Really?"
Let's go.
Big Malango. Dark creepy basement? Yes, please.
But there's tunnels throughout that whole town from Prohibition. And lots of things went on there.
And the Purple Gang were involved, which
oh yeah. There's bullet holes in the wall of the hotel. Holly is the same way. There's tunnels all through, but they had the Underground Railroad running through there and Prohibition.
Holly has such a tragic history. I mean, you've got all the fires that happen at the hotel in downtown. You've got Prohibition, you've got the Underground Railroad, and then the alleged satanic worshiping that happened through there in the 70s and 80s. It's just very colorful history.
I could see that some of
Yeah.
the vibes you get when you go to Holly.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, kind of creepy.
Yeah. There was this one place we would always drive by in Holly or that area, and it just gave me the willies. And I feel like it was all fenced in, had a bunch of junk there.
I think you're thinking of the it's out going towards Dixie Highway, and it's down a dirt road, and it's like a place where it's like a rehab facility now. But there's some people in there that are a little cuckoo.
I mean,
I don't think that's PC, but that's okay.
Did we ever say we were correct about anything? Hell to the no. If people get offended, that's their issue, not ours.
Oh
I
my
mean,
goodness.
we can't help it that they're a little kooky.
It happens.
They're different.
Happens to the best of us.
Okay, they're uniquely different.
There you go.
Hey, I'm a weirdo. I don't care.
I mean, we all kooky here, so
That's right.
You know,
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Side tangent, that's one thing I think about a lot, like with how mental health was so obscure even as late as the 80s. And
Yeah.
you had all those people that were locked up in the asylums and the sanatoriums, etc. And you have the ones where they claimed, all these people are crazy, losing their minds. Were they actually losing their minds, or were they actually seeing things?
Well, I'm a firm believer that there were many of them that shouldn't have been locked up.
Conrad, what'd you say?
I said, and then because of that, they were medicated until they were actually crazy.
Yes. Or shock treatment. Come on.
Or lobotomies.
Yeah.
Whoever thought that was a great... Oh, never mind. Not even gonna go there.
Please
Did
don't.
Did you know that the lobotomy was actually invented by two businessmen that had no doctor degrees?
Yeah, I did know that.
So I wasn't gonna go there.
It's so crazy to think
like
about.
Most feminine hygiene products. And guess what? Most lobotomies were used on women.
Well, it's like incubators for babies. They started out in a fair, a carnival, on a pier.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. People, am I right?
Oh my God. Not even get started.
For Cocoa Puffs. Woo!
Exactly. Exactly. I'll just stay weird.
Truth. Well, we are winding down. We've pretty much killed the hour. Do we have any events coming up we want to talk about?
Do we? Do we have any events coming up?
Are you doing readings anywhere soon?
Yes, I have a private event Saturday.
See, I knew she had something going on.
In Pinconning.
But it's a private event.
With my second family. Let's say fuck her all the time.
That's why we love them.
Oh my God, they're hilarious.
We've also got the Durand Fair in September, which is not that far away anymore.
No, because time flies, people.
Yes, it sure does.
I think I have other ones, but I don't have my calendar in front of me.
This is what happens when one of us is very sleep deprived, one is always sleep deprived, and this is what happens when you're all sleep deprived.
Well, I
I just
didn't
did.
schedule like I normally do this year because I want to get the house done.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like every time I end up going somewhere, that's when shit happens.
Mm-hmm. And I'm over here trying to plan a wedding, so there's that.
Yeah. Right after my house burns down. I'm getting married next year. Oh, okay.
I didn't know. It just kind of happened.
I
Uh,
just got
We're waiting until next year. We wanted everything to calm down.
it might be completed by then.
Oh, you'll be in there before the end of summer.
I wouldn't hold my breath on that.
You're so pessimistic. Be positive.
I am being positive. I see how these workers are all booked out, and I'm going to guesstimate August, September at this point.
No, I bet you'll be in before that.
It's already June.
It is May 27th, ma'am.
It's already June.
We still have a few days.
Okay.
All right, we're calling it quits, y'all. I hope you liked our completely random show. Stay tuned for next week. And that's all I got. I'm going to go.
What is next week?
It's a surprise.
Because you don't know.
I like it better as a surprise, honestly.
I
Do
don't
we
know
have
either. So.
something for next week? I don't know if we do.
We'll figure
Hold
it out.
on, I'll tell you what it is.
Oh my
Keep
goodness.
talking.
I
I have to find it.
I'm over here wanting to go to bed.
She's finally tired.
You just see me 1 minute on the screen and then the next.
It's gone. Yep, she fell over.
Like, hello? Are you there? No. I have disappeared. She's making a funny
Not
face in
frozen.
there. There
The
she
Road to
is.
Hotel and other bullshit.
Oh,
there
okay,
you go.
perfect. And there you have
Sound
it.
good?
That's what we're talking about.
See, we gave her a teaser for Rhodes Hotel already. So.
Maybe we can get Tina Marie on to tell us about their experiences.
I would
Yes.
love that. We love her. She's amazing.
Or even the other Tina.
Oh, have both Tinas at the same time? That would be
Tina and
magic.
Tina night.
I'm
That'd be
in.
fun.
I'm in. Let's do
Let's
it.
do it.
All right, let's see what we can do.
Perfect. All right, guys, we're calling it quits. Everyone have a great rest of your day. Have a great week. Stay safe, and as always, stay spooky.
Love you all. Bye-bye.
Bye.